Thank you for agreeing to meet with me today. We're just going to quickly go through some performance issues that I know that you've been having. But before we do that, I'd like to say that generally your performance has been excellent. You've managed to cut down our operational budget by troubleshooting the network issues we've had, and that's saved us a lot of money and has been very much appreciated, so it's been noted as well. I thought we'd start by going through your PD, which I've given you a copy of.
That one?
Yep. And just flip it over to the key activities and we'll go through step by step what it is that you do. Alright, so carrying out fact-finding, fault repair, minor installation work and regularly required maintenance of CCTV cameras. That's been very good, and like I said, you have decreased the operational budget, so well done on that one. Have you got any feedback?
No, I find that stuff quite easy and interesting.
Okay, excellent. Alright, the next one is one of the areas that I'd like to speak with you further about today, and that's managing the KPI of information provided to WA Police within 48 hours. So you've had some difficulty in that area, so we'll just leave that and we'll talk about that one in a moment.
Yeah.
Assist with managing application version upgrades, so that's been done very well, everything's up to date. Any issues with the licensing? No? Okay, good. And understand the critical operational systems where software licensing is involved, so again, that's been fine. Yep,
Yes.
great. Alright, the next one is liaise with internal and external customers to support relevant services and events to address requests and complaints. So I've noticed that your internal relationships are quite strong, so particularly those with IT. Have you got any feedback about your relationships with IT?
I like them.
You do?
I like money. We do very good work together.
You do, and I have had some compliments towards you from WA Police because of the video tutorials that you did for them to use the CCTV system, so that's been very much appreciated.
Yeah.
The next one is one of the other areas where we're underperforming, which I will speak to you about further, and that's managing the KPI of responding to customer requests within 7 days. Okay, so we'll discuss that further. Develop and maintain relevant stakeholder and external agency relationships. We've already touched on that, so that's great. And process requests for information held in the system within the city's protocols. Okay, so there has been, back to the KPI of the getting information to WA Police within 48 hours. In the last 6 months, we've had 9 occasions in which that hasn't met that time frame. Is there any reason that you can give me?
Yeah, I don't like to give excuses, but it's quite difficult to download all that footage and get that stuff to them in a timely manner because most of the time it's pretty confidential, and that room that we work in is always got people in there, and it's hard to find time to just go in there and download and get the work done.
Okay.
So that, I know it sounds like an excuse, but I find it hard to get confidential stuff sorted.
Okay.
There's also, find it distracting that the graffiti control officers and stuff talk about graffiti to me halfway through while I'm doing other stuff, so I find it hard to find the time to get it done within that short time frame. So.
Yeah, that's good. All right, well, I think there's something we can work on there. So the other one, and thanks for being honest with me, the other one is that there's been 15 times over the last 6 months where you've not met the 7-day time frame to respond to customer requests. Basically I get caught up in that work that I do really well. Which, I get caught up keeping the cameras running, and I think that sort of stuff's probably more important to keep them running than writing a report about why they're not running. Yep.
I prefer that they work than not have the footage in the first place. So,
okay. Yeah, good. No, thanks for being honest. That's good feedback. Before we go any further, and I've got some ideas about what we can do to help address these issues, is there anything going on personally or outside the work environment, or any challenges that you're having that I could be made aware of that might assist us going forward?
Well, not really personally, but I maybe thought about coming in earlier and leaving earlier. It might give me some time when no one's around. Okay. Maybe.
All right.
And that will sort stuff out at home too, hopefully. So.
All right. So what sort of times are you thinking?
What can I do?
Operation is easy for me to approve 7 till 3.
Yeah, and that would give me a couple of hours in the morning where I can concentrate on some video stuff without being interrupted, and I might be able to get my head around some of those other 7-day things that I've neglected or haven't got to.
Okay, yeah, alright, that sounds like something that we can work on. So what we'll do from here is put improvement plan in place. So we're not just going to say you're not performing these areas and leave you to it. We'll put some stuff in place to help you to do that. And some of the things I'm thinking of in having spoken with you is we'll do the hours. So 7 till 3 is not an issue, so I'll approve for you to do that immediately. And I'll send a note out to the rest of the work unit to let them know that they're your hours and from now until further notice. In terms of the troubleshooting with the network, and you have great relationships with IT, so I suggest that we set up a meeting with IT to get a service level agreement in place with them so that they can do some of the troubleshooting for you. So you're then left just to do the solution, and you don't have to look for the problems. Would that help?
That would, yes.
Okay.
Free up a lot of time.
Excellent, all right. And in terms of the customer requests, I know that you're doing the work in answering the request. It's the admin behind it.
Yeah.
So we have an administration assistant who is willing and able and has the capacity to help you. So my suggestion would be that we have her sit with you once a week or when these requests come in. I'll get her to open the request on Tech One. You can give her the information, and once it's closed, she can close it out for you. So because it's the admin task of typing it, the entry in and closing it out, you're a great typer. Is that something that you think
that
would help you?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 3 key areas that we'll focus on in your improvement plan.
Yeah. Can I suggest that maybe we get an office where I can work?
Okay, so what are you thinking?
Oh, I don't know if there's office space available, or we hide the cameras, or have somewhere where I can work to, well, I might get that 2 hours in the morning, but if a request comes in later, what can I do?
So you're concerned about the viewing area of the CCTV footage? Yeah, okay, I agree. That's something that I'll raise with our director and see if there's some room that we can move to, but that's a really good suggestion, I appreciate that. Okay, so from here, I'll draw up this implementation plan. In terms of what we do as an organisation and what our expectations are from your role, the primary document that you would work off is the MOU that we have with WA Police. So I've printed out the most recent version of that and left it in your intro. So if you get time to, if this frees up some time, I'd like you to go through that and just have a look at what the service level expectations are from them. So that's your primary goal, because that's our agreement with them. So if you can just keep that top of mind, that would be good. So this will be a 3-month improvement plan that we'll do. I would suggest that we meet once a week just to see how you're going with that. And what I would like you to do, just so that we keep these things moving, we get these milestones met, and we get your time management to a place where it's working for you and for us, I'd like you just to do a little 1-page report for me before we meet each week and ask yourself just 4 really simple questions. So make a list of what you've achieved for that week, because that can be really helpful in making it feel like you've achieved stuff when sometimes, or make you realise you've achieved stuff when sometimes you don't think you have. A list of what went right, a list of what went wrong, and also things that you need help with. So if we make regular meetings to meet once a week, then you can identify any issues that you need help with, and we won't get to the point where we're not meeting our KPIs. Okay, so how do you feel about that?
It's good. Yeah, it sounds fair.
Okay, well, I'll draw up the implementation plan and I'll set a meeting for you for next Friday.
Sensational.
Great, thank you.